first team player guy.
Yeah, sure, you can say that. Yo, Taylor. Hey, can I borrow him for a second?
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Wait, hold up. You're a Heisman voter, right? Hey, I'm coming for that award next year. Look out for me.
Oh, I will.
Okay. All right, listen. You ready, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah? Because winning the national championship means everything to me. All right, I made a promise to my brother. And since I can't throw the ball to myself, we need to be on the same page, you feel me?
I got you, man. Got you.
All right.
Let's go! 60, hut! Let's go now! Go! Here we go! Set, get ready, go! Set, ready! 15 line, set, go! Okay, ready! Set, go! Ready! Ready! Come on, set, 8, read! Let's go!
Easiest pitch and catch. And you do that tonight, and we move on.
All right, I just talked to Coach. He insists on going with a simplified game plan for you tonight.
What do you think?
Well, keep it simple, you don't get overwhelmed, and then we...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he cuts it right sideline. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 38, Cousins, flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Jaron Kearse in on the tackle.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 29, Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Be a long day for you.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the call.
On second down, it's Elliott. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down now. It's Elliott, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Twisting away, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Prescott to throw this time. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 more yards there in this. A 1st down carry by Elliott. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. And that is caught. It's Witten for the Cowboy touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab, and the Cowboys are in for 6. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the gun, here's Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The man with over 1,000 catches, Jason Witten, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Prescott now from the 50. Hard throw, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Prescott to throw on 4th. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. And now out comes Minnesota. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think that
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what it said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. They'll throw again. Prescott. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
Stop your whining.
Prescott on 1st down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Prescott. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. There for the sack, Everson Griffin. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route.
Rush coming, and he he's taken down. Ben Gideon leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Prescott now. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. To throw is Prescott. Going right side, he has Witten. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. He got 29 yards that time. A first down throw for Prescott. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott, they'll set up the screen to Elliott. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work. They're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now here's Pollard. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So on 4th down, on comes the Dallas kicker, Brett Maher. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. They start the drive with Cook. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And they work this out past the 25. 23 yards the pickup there. Play fake. Cousins. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back now in Arlington. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw, Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether there's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Right there in the middle, 55. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper, 46 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Cousins. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And not what you're looking to do on 3rd and 1, completing the pass, but going backward.
I have zero explanation for that because 3rd and 1, you just figure snap, throw, 1st down, right? Easy play. But end up losing yardage on it. That's hard to account for.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Cousins, open man as Thielen is complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good kick.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check.
Elliott, toss right. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the first down play. Throwing on second and long. Prescott. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Here we go, D. All day, defense.
Cousins on first down. Steps away to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And that'll bring up second down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his